Breathe in. Count 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2. Click. A moment in time. A lasting image captured in an instant. A memory saved to savor. Today, we revel in an age of ever-growing technology, widening our grasp of what our desires beg. Everyone today is an artist. We are able to take pictures with phones and cameras as easily as we know how to breathe. Furthermore, today, it is easier to share an artist's work than ever before. When scrolling through Instagram, a commonly used social media platform for anyone to post pictures taken by phones, images can be found of immaculately timed works of art captured through the touch of a finger. Sifting through any given social media archive of an artist, a handful of photos possess a certain something so intriguing that an outsider coming in is immediately drawn to them. First, an image, taken in a crystal clear light, bringing out fantastic fall hues of oranges, red, and yellows, focusing in on a falling oak leaf in a vast saturated sea of other similarly falling leaves from a grand oak tree off to the left. The leaf, as if caught in a moment of motion, could seemingly twirl right out of its confining box and finish its dance of a descent to the ground at your feet. The leaf distinguishes itself as a ballerina, resting at the moment in fourth position, but ready to follow through its swift and gentle movements. Beautiful, delicate, stunning. This is one of many. This particular feed reveals next a photo of a different sort. Dim lighting makes for a difficult shoot, but with just the right amount of backlighting and proper compensation, with one quickly executed flash, the bodies of 4 close friends are cut in definite light. 4 girls partying in a larger scene, drinks in hand and dancing going on all around them. An incredibly busy idea, this image exacted the 4 girls just enough to differentiate them as the subject of the scene, and yet draw on the exciting energy from beyond the close-knit band of friends. These girls are pretty. Regardless, makeup is seemingly essential for girls on the town in this day and age, and no corners were cut in this sense. Hair has been executed to each's liking, and outfits have been carefully planned for days in advance. Clearly comfortable with each other and all smiles, the girls are dressed up for nothing more than fun. Friendly. Electrifying. Perfect. Not quite. Perfection is naivete. There is no such thing, certainly not produced by a mere phone. The iPhone camera, even through its various mediums, Snapchat, Instagram, FaceTime, will always be able to accurately depict the mood of the moment through the snap of a photo. In this way, the lens of an iPhone camera does not always capture what we intend for it to. More often than not, the camera is smarter than we would prefer it to be. It acts in some cases as the all-seeing eye, catching every glimpse there is to be caught. Our perfect portraits present prime examples of much more at play, whether it be the alcohol, now in the red Solo cups, having its original container passed around behind the group of smiling girls' faces. Take their makeup, serving the user as a mask for anything they harbor every day. One blemish, a lack of sufficient eyebrow hairs, tired eyes, or maybe something else entirely. Perhaps we overlooked the third girl, innocently, almost hiding within this small group of friends. The camera sees just a hint of the marks on her wrist. There is no escaping the camera's gaze. Now it is clear. The pain. Stress is as much physical as it is mental and emotional. After it takes root in the mind, it extends to the emotions by eliciting fear. Fear is a scary thing. For her, it destroyed hope. Tonight was not special. Masking the pit welling inside of her was something she'd grown familiar with. Doing everything she could think of to fit into the dress of a pretty girl. Trying to appease parents that could not help but be disappointed. Pleading with herself to make the horrible nights of anxiety and self-doubt just wash away with the retreating tide when she worked towards flushing out another application. The camera exposed the truth behind her tired eyes and scars. The flash is harsh in this way, and yet helps to illuminate what the picture is really of. What of the leaf? The leaf floating and falling to meet the ground its father tree drew strength from. We should be content to concede that the leaf will fall to the ground, and that will be that, yes? Even this has a story beyond its initial impact. The tree is dying. Who is any the wiser? Lightning damage and years of deer's antlers boring into the base of the tree have manifested their effects in physical form, just outside of the initial focus of the camera. The bark protecting the tree has long since been stripped away, leaving the once grand oak tree defenseless and subject to abuse from the elements. Through the red tint of autumn enveloping the photo, a streak of blood smattering the base of the tree is now clear to an observer. A favorite sight of the local deer, a young buck had been shot down in the prime of life by a group of businessmen, taking a day off from the toils of their own work lives. Unraveling tales of deceit through the eye of an unbiased, omniscient source reveals sadness in every corner of life. It seems unthinkable to assume that there is even one picture in this world of ours that contains a moment truly untouched by something ugly and gruesome. This is an awakening, an unveiling of understanding. There is influence in everything, and it would be unjust to assume that there will ever be a moment as wishfully hoped for. I know it. In having said we, I ignorantly assume that we have all felt this presence weigh heavily on our shoulders with bearing on decision. Maybe that was wrong of me. I know imperfection like we are one and the same. It haunts me and my mind every day. It takes a moment as light and airy as a leaf dancing its way to the ground and plunges it into a darker, harsher tone. My every move, decision, and thought is scorned and ridiculed by a version of myself that is above my struggle. There is no fight to be fought with my mind, only a tango with the foreseeable last bow. I am plagued by me. I am my tree, I am my leaf, I am my hunter in the woods. I am my dress, I am my eyes, I am everything I hold inside. To be content, I must accept that there is no moment so pure and untainted as what a photo as initially described aims to portray. Contentedness is a state of knowing that though the harsh light of reality acts as a humbler, we can acknowledge its presence and continue to live out a forward, striding life. So please, accept the terms and conditions and move forward.